foundation and also bring back that like radiant color to your cheeks. So what Laura's done for us, an exclusive duo, is a supersized Balance-n-Brighten foundation and a brand new blush. And that's what Luann's wearing. She has gorgeous, flawless coverage. It's not sticky, it's not heavy, it's not cakey. She could build the coverage as much as she wants. And maybe some areas you want a little more coverage and other areas light coverage. This is the perfect foundation for that because you can customize the application. And she's not losing the radiance to her skin. And the coolest part, as the day goes on, Luann's foundation and cover, it's gonna get even better. Because how this all started was almost like a mineral. It started as a cream. It's this incredible cream formula that's been baked on Italian terracotta tiles for 24 hours. It applies like a powder, but wears like a cream. It doesn't settle in, like it feels like a powder. It's not. You're gonna get a super size of your Balance-n-Brighten. It's a 3-time award winner for Customer Choice Beauty Awards. It's also one of Laura's best-selling foundations. 4.9 million just of the foundation, Balance-n-Brighten, have already been sold. This is the super size. You'd have to buy 2 plus. Like 2 wouldn't even be the size of the super size, and you'd spend way more. So we'll talk about that in just a second. But then the new sidekick to the superhero is this brand new blush in this strawberry bronze. It's this most beautiful combination of soft creamy pinks. You get a more vibrant strawberry, you get a warm coral and the bronze, but that melange has been jumbo sized. So if you want to pull out certain colors, you can. Otherwise, you swirl all of them together and you get the most perfect blush. This alone is a $34 value. So when you think about that for today's special value, $34 for the blush. If you bought 2 plus, you know, to get the Balance-n-Brighten foundation, that's an $83 value. So now you're heading to the checkout counter at $117.12. You may then rethink something. You'll be like, ooh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get both today, maybe just one. Actually now, today, for the less than the price, a fraction of the price, half of the price of the foundation, you also get a $34 blush for $49.98. Now what I would do is keep this value because in 6 months, we can ship you another one. And what we're gonna switch out is the blush. So now you get this rich strawberry, you're gonna get the rose bronze in 6 months. These last forever, so you will still have the strawberry bronze to play with. You're also gonna be able to swap out the shade. So if you tend to go a little warmer in the summer, but you wanna be able to, in the cooler months, go back to your kind of all year foundation, you can do that too. You get both for $49.98, and all you do is pick your shade. And unlike any other brand, Laura uses 6 different pigments in each palette. So if you find yourself in between shades, it's very easy to find your perfect shade. We have porcelain, fair, light, medium. That's a shade that Laura and I and Amber both wear typically all year. For myself, and I know for Laura, we both jump up to golden medium this time of year because our skin just gets tanned very easily. And then we also have tan, deep, and toffee. So you can see I can even range between the medium to the tan. It just kind of depends on how much I've been outside. $49.98 gets it home as our today's special value. We do offer free exchanges. I would love to hear from you this show. If you are one of the 4.9 million people that have purchased Balance-n-Brighten, give us a call. You can always share your story. It's 1-800-395-1601. At any point throughout the show, we've got a full lineup from Laura Geller, but Amber Milt is joining us, and Amber's been part of Laura's team now for a little while. She's the director of education, having been in the beauty world for many, many years. You started using Laura's makeup nearly 2 decades ago.
Yes, I was in my 20s. I was a local news reporter, and we needed makeup that was going to make us look good on camera, that was easy to do, and that was just flawless. And that's where I met Laura Geller, and I've not stopped since.
It's professional quality. Can I ask you, why this duo together?
Oh my goodness, this is the duo that you're going to want this summer because it's going to give you that effortless, natural glow. And that's the thing we hear from so many of you who've used Laura Geller. I need something that's natural. I want to look better. I want my skin to have less visible hyperpigmentation. I need to cover the redness, but I don't want something that feels heavy. Laura Geller's makeup is weightless. And by the way, this super size, you have been asking for it because you can use this, and if you know, you know. This is going to last forever. We're talking about a year's worth of makeup with auto delivery, probably 2. Think about what else you can buy during that time. Your foundation is set, your blushes are set, right? Like, we're gonna do some girl math here. Get this while it's hot. But this can be used really anywhere where you want a more even complexion, where you want to reduce some of the redness. So use it on the neck and décolletage. Use it on the hands. And when you see this on every single one of our models, you will notice their skin looks like their skin, but better. And it does not look like they're wearing a stitch of makeup.
Yeah, look at Suzanne.
Yes.
It doesn't, there's not this heavy, goopy, you know, liquid foundation. And Suzanne has beautiful skin, but I think for some of us as we age, we feel like, you know, what we're lacking when we look in the mirror, it's almost this like ruddiness, the sallowness, like the color changes.
Yeah, well, we lose a lot of that color as we age. Our circulation in the face isn't as good. So with this Balance-n-Brighten, we're seeing Suzanne has beautiful skin, but she's able to conceal the look of that hyperpigmentation, which so many of us have. Also, any redness, like I get super red around the nose area, and if you've got rosacea, if you've got psoriasis, these products are both approved by the Rosacea Society, by the Psoriasis Foundation to be safe for sensitive skin. And look at how quickly, how easily it was for her to get her skin, but better.
It's very fast.
Yeah.
It's not messy.
No.
You can control the coverage as well. If you want more dense coverage, you use a denser Kabuki brush. You could use a makeup sponge.
You can, and that's what I want to tell women at home. If you are looking for even fuller coverage with your Balance-n-Brighten, use a makeup sponge. That will give you a lot of control. And then on days when you just want a dusting, when you want to tamp down, you can take your Kabuki brush, open it up a little bit, and just do a light dusting. So you really have so much control with this duo today.
Suzanne was in the light. Miss Angela.
Oh, and Angela here is in
look,
the
and the
deep.
cheeks are coming alive.
We are seeing her put on
Holy
that beautiful
cow.
color.
Wait, hold on. Did you see the radiance from one cheek to the other?
Should we go over there? Yeah.
This is why we're going off script. This is why I love, and I know the big heart of this is the supersized Balance-n-Brighten. That foundation is great. But do you see, because of the melange, is that why that we get this highlight?
Yes, it is that marbleization, and that marbleization, it doesn't just look pretty. Oh boy, Angela, I am obsessed with you right now. But what it's gonna do is gives you that beautiful blendable color, and it has highs and lows. We're getting multidimensional. You can't see on Angela's face where her blush begins, where the highlight is. Her skin just looks, oh my goodness.
And if you want to
gorgeous.
know, like I got probably too close to Angela where she was like, okay, because I'm looking, because you know, if you've ever seen somebody that has a heavier full coverage foundation on, it's like you can see it. Right. You know, and you may say, the foundation's pretty, the color's nice, all of that, but you could still tell there's like this kind of shield on their skin. Angela's skin, I'm like, holy cow, I'm sitting right here and nothing is settling in. You know, you'll have your natural lines and wrinkles, but nothing's gonna sit in there and amplify them. And that's because it's originally a cream formula.
That's the thing about that baked technology.
The deep.
So
girl,
Angela's
you're
in
rolling
the
in the deep.
Balance-n-Brighten.
You look so good.
It looks so, I do say she's rolling in the deep. Yes, rolling in the deep.
Yeah, Leah, you too. I mean, this is the thing. It goes on so beautifully.
Yeah.
Why does it look better the longer you wear this foundation?
So that is partly because we have this incredible baked in Italy technology. Oh, Leah, you look stunning. So Leah is wearing this in the light with her baked Balance-n-Brighten, and she's wearing it in the medium. So medium is what I wear. And look, Leah has beautiful skin beforehand, but a lot of us, we don't have one color skin. So we've got the redness, we've got a little of those sun kisses going on. Look at how much more even her skin looks after applying this duo of products. So the Baked Balance-n-Brighten is going to correct your skin, and then that blush and bronze, that sculpting blush, is going to lift, highlight, add the contour in your cheeks. It's really, this is your full face kit.
You said that really beautifully because nobody is just one shade.
No.
Typical foundation is one shade. It's one shade in that bottle.
Yeah.
Which actually, whenever I've sat down in any professional makeup artist chair, they're always mixing shades.
Yes.
Do you know what Laura did for you? She mixed 6 different shades because we're not paintings. We're not, you know, flat. We're not one-dimensional.
No,
you know
our
what I mean?
skin has highs and lows, and so when we want that natural color, you know, and you said it before, when you put on a very full
$83 value.
Oh yeah, look at the difference. So just so you can see the terracotta tiles that this is baked on here. So this is the difference in the tiles
This
here.
is that super size, and then here's the original size, but that's the blush. These last forever.
They last forever.
Too. I have quite a collection of Laura's blushes, and I love makeup. I try a lot of different blushes. I had a makeup artist once use this different blush on me, and I went and bought it in like 3 different shades.
Yeah.
Do you know what I still liked better? My Laura Geller brushes.
I mean,
because I could get this radiance, this high and low, just like we saw in Angela's cheeks. You're gonna get the strawberry bronze, and then you also get your super size of your foundation, which is an $83 value. We say it's a 6-month supply. That is very conservative. And I think that's if you're wearing a lot of makeup. I think you're gonna get a lot more than 6 months out of this palette. A 692000. You're gonna take a look at your shade, and remember, we do offer free exchanges. Lock in on that auto delivery. You keep the today's special value price, and you can change your shade on your second shipment. I wear the golden medium, but you start with the porcelain.
Yeah, so porcelain's gonna be for my gals with the alabaster skin. We say like Nicole Kidman. Fair, you have a touch more warmth, but you still burn in the sun. Light is wedged right there. It's on the lighter side of medium. Medium is what I wear. That is what Luann is wearing. That's what Leah was wearing. Golden medium is what you are wearing, Allie. It's what Autumn is going to be wearing. Tan is going to be for our light tan skins. Deep is for a medium deep skin tone, and that was what Angela is wearing. And then Toffee is going to be for our richest, deepest skin tones. But these are goof proof. So I promise, it's like smart makeup. That melange of colors, that marbleization will work for you. So just look at the woman who looks the most similar to you and go with that.
Here, take a look. I did my makeup so quickly today, because it's the easiest. It is quick, it is easy. You control how much coverage you want. And I have some discoloration and sunspots and all those things. But notice how it creates this almost like airbrush flawless finish without having heavy, cakey makeup. I have lines and wrinkles, and nothing is settling in.
Right.
Right? That's the great, you know how, because when it like amplifies the lines and wrinkles. This is not a cream. It wears like this beautiful, or I'm sorry, it's not a powder. It wears like a cream. It looks like a powder. It's in a compact like powder foundations are.
Right.
But what Laura does is create this formula that's creamy, that gives you impeccable coverage, and like the way that it blends right into the skin.
Isn't that gorgeous? You can do it with your fingers, and that is that Italian-made quality that we are known for.
Yeah.
We can see here now, Autumn is putting this on, so Autumn is wearing this in the golden medium. She's showing you how with the Kabuki, you can control the coverage.
Oh,
so when you want fuller coverage, she tightened the barrel, and she's stippling it under the eyes. Now, people say, how can I put powder under the eyes? Isn't it going to cake and crease? No, believe the hype. This will not cake. It will not crease. When she wants to have areas with a little bit lighter coverage, she can loosen up that bristle and then apply it all over.
Yeah,
and gorgeous.
For
Autumn,
lighter coverage,
gorgeous.
use like a fluffier brush.
Yeah.
For more coverage, use a denser brush. For the most coverage, use a makeup sponge.
Use that
It could be
sponge.
the little ivory triangles you buy at the grocery store.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Or you could buy the disc ones too.
Yeah.
Right? But I also could
And we
use my
sell makeup
fingers.
sponges. We sell Laura Geller makeup sponges right
Perfect.
here on QVC. So
on QVC.com.
those are
So
great
you
too.
choose your method of application. But look at Luann as well. I mean, that's what I love about this foundation. Everybody has this like glow and this radiance, and we didn't apply a separate highlighter.
No.
You know what I mean? It's just the foundation.
And Luann's showing you right
So you
now.
can even see the radiance on her hand.
Why you want this super size is because you can apply
Look
this
at that.
anywhere you need coverage, right? So if you are showing off your arms, if you're showing your hands, I know we are going into photography season. It seems like everywhere somebody's going to be on vacation. We're going to have a camera out, graduations, weddings. But look at how natural this is. And so I'm telling you, please take this down the neck, take it down the
that's what I did today.
décolletage. Luann is wearing this, by the way, in shade medium. That's what I wear, that's what Laura wears. But look at the difference, right? So Luann, beautiful skin. But she was able to, again, cover the redness, cover that hyperpigmentation, but her skin looks like skin.
Yeah,
it does not look like she's wearing heavy makeup.
Especially for summer.
Yeah.
Because if you put on that like heavy, full coverage cream foundation on a humid day, I mean, that's something that's gonna start beating up on your skin. You're sweating, you're feeling, it's almost like putting like saran wrap on your skin in the summer months. This is what you wanna be wearing, especially when it's hot. Now, if you are, little side note, because by the way, this is one of Laura's best-selling foundations. She sold 4.9 million of the foundations, Balance-n-Brighten. But if you're someone that says, Allie, I really do love my liquid foundation, no problem. You know what I would do? use this as your setting powder.
Oh,
because
gorgeous.
setting powders, even if they're tinted, they're never the right shade. And they always change the overall look. Use this almost as your setting powder.
Yeah.
And then go crazy one day and try it as your foundation and just see. And I think you'll understand what the excitement is all about for Brighten. So today you're gonna get supersize of the Balance-n-Brighten. You're gonna get a brand new blush. We'll talk about that here in a second. The blush, that's a $34 value. Just to give you an idea, the foundation would be $80+